I made a YouTube video every single training day for the last month and a half, and here's what I've learned. The first thing I learned is that the version of my life from the last time I did this simply doesn't exist anymore. Back then I had more of a vlogger schedule. I'd be off the water by 12 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock at the latest, and I'd have the video edited by 3 p.m. and be done for the day. But 45 videos into this current season, the reality is that my training volume has scaled up significantly. The sessions are longer, the loads are higher. Now, on a typical day, I'm often not even finishing my third session until about 6 p.m. I also seem to remember the editing taking a lot less time back then. Maybe it was simpler, or maybe I was just less critical. But because I've grown as a creator, the process has become much more demanding. I know how to do more in the edit now, which is great for the viewers, but I'm more intentional with every cut that I make. The footage itself is also more dense, especially with things like 360-degree and 4K cameras. It just pushes the production specs to be even higher. And that requires a level of processing and brain power that I didn't have to really worry about years ago. By the time I sit down at 6:30 at night, I'm not just uploading a random piece of footage, I'm trying to build something, and that takes just that bit longer than I thought it used to. The second realization is that the platform of YouTube itself has evolved. YouTube used to be a place where you could just document your day, hit upload, and your subscribers would see that video. But the algorithm has changed. It's no longer just about who you follow. It's about what the system thinks you want to see in that specific moment. It doesn't just push every video to every subscriber. That means as a creator, you have to be more intentional. You're competing with the entire world for a spot on someone's home feed, not just who they subscribe to. The demand is split now. One side, long form content, and it needs a real narrative, a real cinematic story. On the other, the short form game is all about short attention spans and 60-second hooks. Trying to balance those while maintaining a high level of training has been more of a challenge than I may have thought it would be starting this new season. When I'm on the erg, I'm wearing two hats. I'm an athlete hitting that split, hopefully progressing slightly every time, and I'm also a director trying to capture it for two different formats and trying to combine those as best I can. Because the algorithm is so selective now, if you actually want to make sure you're seeing these daily videos and not missing my journey, make sure you actually hit that notification bell. It's one of the only ways to guarantee you actually see my videos as they come out and as I navigate this sort of new era of content. And finding the balance to do both well without taking one away from the other, and like I said, is probably a much bigger challenge than I thought it would be when I first started this new season.
5'8", 5'9" when I was like 13.
But despite the maybe later finishes than I would have anticipated, the strategic headaches and the battle with the algorithm, I really enjoy doing this. And over the last 45 videos, I've figured out why I'll keep making them too. The rowing bubble can be a really small place to live, if you let it. When you're training at the level I'm training at, it can be really easy to become a sort of robot. Just to be super focused on the split, your heart rate, what zone I'm in, or what do I need to do to recover. This camera and the other ones I use let me become a little bit more human. Watching the videos in the edit, or even just taking the time to look around to get a good shot for the video, gives me the opportunity to take things in, to enjoy the sunrise that might just have passed me by, or even to feel the temperature of the water in a new location. It almost makes the rowing and the training and the editing all together, instead of becoming a chore, it makes it all more a craft, something I can really get behind and enjoy. Even though I've made hundreds of videos in the past and rowed and trained for thousands of hours, I am still learning. I'm still trying to balance that creator and athlete life in 2026. 45 videos into this new season is definitely harder than it used to be. So the hours are a little bit longer than I seem to remember. The YouTube landscape as a whole has changed so much, but the process itself is definitely more rewarding as I put in that little bit of extra effort. If you've been watching for the last 45 episodes, thank you for being part of the process, especially as I find my feet with this new training schedule on one side and new YouTube landscape on the other. I'm probably more excited for the next 45 videos than I was when I started the first 45. I'll see you tomorrow.